Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold. We read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop the headlines miss. So buckle up, because your aura's about to get entertained. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend. And, there's been a lot of movement in the Laura Owens saga. Lots going on for me. The mundane, I have a real job, and I've been busy with that. And I've had some really cool stuff going on in my other life. So you may see me on a reality show sometime next year. But I digress. You never know. Could happen, might not. But so I've been busy. And my bandwidth there's been little. But I wanted to get back to this because, there is interest in this Laura Owens case. I want to break it down clearly what's been going on. There's been filings, withdrawals, and some interesting reactions from the court. Whew! So let's start with what we know. And as you probably see on my screen, I pulled some cards because, the cards don't lie. So back in May, Laura Owens was indicted in Maricopa County on 7 felony charges. Things like fraud, forgery, perjury, and tampering with evidence, all tied to the paternity hoax, The Bachelor, Clayton Echard. And then in August, the Arizona Supreme Court denied her appeal. And that basically means the earlier rulings, the ones finding that she falsified records and lied under oath, they stand. So legally, that was not minor perjury, major turning point. But it's what's happening now that's pretty fascinating. And recently there was a motion to dismiss filed in one of the California cases, reportedly by Omar Serrato, the tilted lawyer, but it turns out it was never properly served on Laura. So the judge withdrew it. And from what's been shared publicly, Judge Gold was not thrilled about the procedural misstep. And this is in her DVRO case against Mike Maricini. So the bottom line, nothing's been dismissed, and the case continues. And that means that Laura still has a long list to do. First, cleaning her casita. I mean, really, girl. But she has to respond to filings. She has to prepare for hearings, potentially finding witnesses. She says that she's got 8 of them, but yeah, okay. I don't know if she's going to bring her horses in, but anyway. And likely she's going to have to coordinate with the Arizona courts because, she can't leave the state. A lot of spinning plates. So let's talk about the energy around it. And let's just say it's not calm. Because beyond the legal noise, there's something much deeper unraveling. So we've got the cards that I pulled. And as you can see, the cards are dog, scythe, woman, ring, key, moon, path, bouquet, snake, star, letter, and sun. That's a lot. So let's walk through this, and I'll interpret it at both energy and symbolism because these cards are the storytelling better than any filing could. All right, the dog is loyalty tested, and this card represents trust, friendship, loyalty, and here it shows cracks. People who once stood by her are starting to pull away, and you can feel the isolation building. The dog will remind us that false loyalty never lasts, and when truth gets heavy, fair-weathered allies disappear fast. All right, and then we have Scythe. The Scythe is quick, sharp, and unavoidable. It's karmic justice in motion, and it's that moment when the universe says, enough is enough. Legally, this could be a filing, an unexpected consequence, or a truth that cuts through the narrative. Energetically, it's the scalpel, separating illusion from reality. Now, the woman is at the center of the storm, and this is Laura, the focal point of everything, the scythe and the ring beside her. And that combination screams broken promises, broken trust, and broken cycles. She's being forced to face the results of what she's created. Now we have the ring. And the ring represents contracts and obligations. When it's surrounded by conflict cards, it shows deals unraveling, legal, emotional, and even karmic. Everything she's bound herself to in falsehood is starting to unwind. It's like the woman can't stop herself. She didn't have to do this filing, but she just opened herself up. So the truth is the key. And I love when this card shows up. And the key says truth will surface no matter what. It could be a document, a piece of evidence, or someone finally speaking up. And either way, something that's been locked up is about to open. And we have the moon. And the moon is public image and emotional exposure. The moon will rule our emotions and reputation. And it's spotlight energy, but not always the kind you want. And right now, the mask is slipping. What she tried to project emotionally isn't matching the vibration behind it. And this is when illusion will meet exposure. And the path. The path is consequences and choices. The path is the moment you realize there's no avoiding the crossroads. One direction leads towards accountability and the other, denial and delay. And either way, the clock is ticking. Spiritually, this card asks, which version of yourself do you want to become when truth knocks? And Laura hasn't been very bright in these choices. And the bouquet, well, is this charm or manipulation? The bouquet is a PR card and pretty polished and smiling for the cameras, but when it's paired with the snake later in the spread, it's not genuine. There's a charm offensive happening, but it's not landing. The energy feels rehearsed and not heartfelt. And here we have our snake. It sits right in the middle. And it's important. The energy of control, strategy, and deceit. She's still trying to weave the narrative, but the threads are slipping through her fingers. Every line now loops back around with a karmic bite. I tell you, these cards don't lie. Now we have the star, and the star represents illumination, the collective seeing the truth. It also represents the internet. So we're all seeing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if new evidence or filings go public soon. This is when the story breaks wide open and people can finally connect the dots. Letter is evidence, filings, and paper trails. And the letter ties directly to that, official documents, statements, or filings that shift the narrative. The key earlier told us something would unlock, and the letter shows us how. Whatever lands next in writing will be hard to spin. And here's the sun. It's the final energy, the sun. It's exposure. It's illumination. It's truth that can't be denied. It's the card of divine clarity, and it burns away everything that was hidden. So even though the road is messy, this core story will end with light, because truth always rises. Always. So if we step back, the energy right now is one of reckoning. From Scythe to Sun, we're watching a full karmic cycle play out. Consequences, exposure, and finally, illumination. For those of you who followed this from the beginning, or maybe you've experienced your own version of deception or gaslighting, this is your reminder that truth doesn't need to be defended. It just needs to be revealed. And if you want me to do a deeper look into what happens once those next filings drop, or whatever energetic timelines look like from here, drop a key emoji in the comments and I'll do a follow-up soon. Thank you for watching, for staying curious, and thank you for keeping your light on a world that's learning to see truth again. And I'll see you in the next one.